Oh, cameos, guys. Cameos. Cameos. And there is one that's not exactly a cameo, but I want to tell you. I want to tell you. It's not really a cameo. He just plays a character. And it was funny. The first time I saw him, I was like, I know that face. I know that fucking face. Who are you? It was Mr. What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of A Million Ways to Die in the West. And of course, A Million Ways to Die in the West stars Mr. Seth MacFarlane, Charlize Theron, Amanda Seyfried, am I saying that right? Neil Patrick Harris, and Mr. Liam Neeson. And naturally, it's written and directed by Seth MacFarlane. Of course, he had a couple other co-writers on there, you know, people in his little posse. But basically, what A Million Ways to Die in the West is, well, it's stated right there in that long title. There's a million ways to die in the West, and it's pretty much Seth MacFarlane just knows a lot of what could happen to you. But he plays kind of like a little chicken shit, like sheep herder guy, and he just doesn't really have the balls or the cojones to really, gunfights, any kind of fights. He's just a fucking pussy. And his girlfriend Amanda Seyfried dumps him for Neil Patrick Harris because he's got one just sexy little crazy mustache. So then Charlize Theron comes into town, and well, they become friends, and she wants to teach him how to shoot a gun, how to be tough. So then when he has to do it, high noon freaking shootout thing, he'll be ready. And of course, Liam Neeson plays this crazy outlaw who's just feared by everybody. Oh yeah, and also Sarah Silverman and Giovanna Ribisi are in there. They play his friends. Obviously, Sarah Silverman's a hooker, you know that already, and Giovanna Ribisi, he's just his best friend who's just fucking weird. And Giovanni Ribisi just knows how to play weird. And what did I think of A Million Ways to Die in the West? Well, we have the Rotten Tomatoes rating, which if you saw my Weekend Warrior video, you saw that it was at like a 33%. I've read some of the reviews as well as watched a couple of YouTube reviewers who were pretty disappointed about it. So what did this guy think about it? I thought it was pretty fucking funny. Now, a lot of people are gonna naturally compare this to Ted, okay? Ted was fucking hilarious. It was so outlandish. It took that whole magical story of a teddy bear coming alive with a kid to just the extreme, and it just all around, just everybody enjoyed that. At least most of the people did. The thing is about Ted is, yes, it is a crazy, and it has a lot of Seth MacFarlane humor in there, but the thing about A Million Ways to Die in the West is it's total Seth MacFarlane humor, Family Guy, big time. It's one big joke, obviously. It's not necessarily a parody, because when you come to a parody, and see, a lot of people I even read reviewers like, oh, if they're trying to compare it to Blazing Saddles, he totally missed a mark. It is not trying to be that kind of movie, okay? It's not parodying westerns at all. It's not throwing in like cars or like the whole entire cast just goes running off the set and they're in the Paramount lot. Oh. It's not trying to be one of those kind of movies. It's basically, I mean, if you watch some of these, you watch the Star Wars episodes of Family Guy, and they kind of just poke fun at little things throughout those Star Wars movies. It's very similar to that, but of course just a Western. So you're basically looking at the Old West through the eyes of people that are from the 21st century, so then you're like, oh, okay, they're making a joke about that, and then a joke about that, and then a joke about that. Now, I'm not saying all the jokes hit. Yes, a lot of them, not a lot of them, but a good portion of them might miss. There might be some crickets. You might go, okay, that was kind of funny. And then, of course, the trailers show a lot of the jokes, too, as well as one big fucking cameo that I don't get why they... Seriously. Yeah, that one big cameo. Some of you probably know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to spoil it for you just in case you have not seen that cameo. But I'm thinking, seriously, when that cameo happened, when it actually happened on the big screen, nobody reacted because everybody already knew about it. Everybody just kind of went, yeah, that part. But there was no laughter, when there could have been just straight out uproar if it wasn't in the fucking trailer. And I will say this too, Liam Neeson, as the whole, the bad dude. Liam Neeson, he's a certain kind of actor, and I think they were trying to bring that Liam Neeson name, like this badass who's in all these badass movies. Let's put him in this fucking comedy, this Old West comedy, and see what happens. And you know what? With me, I think they could have got someone so much better just to play a better character, because frankly, Liam Neeson did not do it for me at all in this movie. But everybody else played their part fairly well. Giovanna Ribisi, just such a weird fucking guy. Sarah Silverman, just playing stupid. It just worked. For Charlize Theron, oh my god, she's so hot. And just the chemistry between her and MacFarlane was actually pretty good. Sometimes when you look at Seth MacFarlane, you go, you know what, you're not really lead man material. I know you as a voice. Seeing your face is just weird. But overall, it still made me laugh. Like, I'm saying that, you know, a lot of people are going, oh, most of the jokes in the trailers. There's a lot of jokes that weren't, and a lot of stuff that just like, whoa, they poked fun at something and that just, yeah. Yes. Like I said, there's a few cameos too, just random actors that just show up. And of course, one random actor too that I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it was just me and my friend just started cracking up because he never lets him talk. Overall, I say if you're a die-hard Family Guy fan, you're gonna dig this movie, okay? It's not as great as Ted. It's not as like, oh, like, I didn't find myself just like, oh my god, that was hilarious. There's a couple times where I thought maybe I was gonna get at there, and there's a couple times where I just kind of went, haha. You know, you do that stupid, like, I laugh and I clap for some reason, like Brandon Fraser at that award show when he went home. Not all the jokes hit, and that's just natural, and some of it, you know, it's just like, where is this going? But, you know, overall, I had fun with this movie. I thought there was a lot of laughs in it. I thought it was a good time. But the question is it worthy to go up on the wall? No, not quite. Yeah, it's not worthy to go up on the wall. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I laughed a majority of the time, but like I said, some of the jokes missed. Liam Neeson didn't really do it for me, so it's not going to go up on the wall, but I still enjoyed it. And like I said, if you're a die-hard Family Guy fan, the odds are you're going to really enjoy this movie. So let me know if you saw A Million Ways to Die in the West down below in the balls area, and let me know what you thought of it. And also hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And please visit FilmJunkie.com for your latest in movie news, trailers, and film reviews. Well, alright guys, I am David, the Film Junkie, and I brought you a film review of A Million Ways to Die in the West. Man, I mean, if you really think about it, yeah, the Old West, I mean, that's just the basis of it. I mean, it sucked then, and that's the whole joke of it. I mean, yeah, it's interesting, but the cameos, man. And like I said, I didn't mean to I didn't spoil it though. It's just obviously it wasn't like a cameo. He just actually played a character, but I was like, whoa! When I realized who it was. Sorry if I ruined it for you. Okay, bye.